Alright guys, today I'm going to be sharing with you a haul of some stuff that recently got listed on eBay. Some of this stuff will be things you saw in recent videos, outings, church sales, yard sales, that type of thing. So let's just get started. The first thing that I have was this really awesome, this is so heavy, this heavy glass duck. We picked this up at a church yard sale for $5. Very nice, beautiful coloring. No maker's marks, hard to say exactly where it originally came from or who made it, but it is a really nice duck. I listed him as a buy it now for $49.99. This was a fairly recent Goodwill find. This was a really nice pottery piece. It has this really beautiful like crystalline look to it. Do you see how it shines there? It's absolutely gorgeous. Thankfully, this did have a little card inside so I could figure out who made it, because sometimes reading pottery, like signatures, sometimes it feels impossible, right? So this one here is by a lady named Delana Hornbeck. So that's who made this. This is her card. She is out of Allentown, Pennsylvania. I think we paid $3.99 or $4.99 for this piece. I have it listed as a buy it now for $39.99. I did have it on auction. Nobody bid. It did have 2 watchers. So I relisted it as a buy it now for that price. If it doesn't go soon, I'm going to pull it and put it in the booth because I have a little pottery section going right now. So that'll fit in nicely with that. So we'll see. We'll give it a couple days. This piece was recent auction winning. So this came from an auction. This is a Fenton Epernay. It's on the smaller side, but this one is like that. They call this a rose milk glass because of that pink. And that type of coloring is a little more harder to find when you come across Fenton pieces, these hobnail type of pieces. It's harder to come across the pink colors. I mean, you typically find like the regular white milk glass. So this was a pretty special piece. This here we have listed as a buy it now for $139.99. Also that day at the auction, there were a set, again, the same pink rose milk glass. These are hobnail candlestick holders. Guys, you let me know down in the comments, are candlestick holders still, do people still use like the actual candle sticks? I'm a little out of the loop on that one. So I didn't know like how quickly something like this would go, like if people are still using candlesticks. But anyway, this was from the same auction. We listed these as a buy it now for $99.99. Like I said, the coloring is just so much more desirable. I picked this up at Goodwill. Again, I probably paid $3.99, I want to say, for it. This is like a little, well, it's not even really little, it's pretty decent size, floral lidded bowl, and this is Italy, so Italian, looks like that on the inside. I just really liked the coloring of this and the fact that it was actually a lidded bowl, not just like a plate or just a bowl, but like actually like a little lidded trinket jar. I mean, you could use this literally for anything. I listed this on auction with a start price of $19.99. Came from the auction. These are yellow, like daisy and button creamer and sugar. So again, and they're like an opalescent as well. You can see a little bit of that milk glass in there. These are by Degenhardt, and I have these listed as a buy it now for $34.99. I had never seen this color of like sugar and creamer. I don't know. And the yellow, the bright yellow, I think this would be like perfect for spring and summer, the coloring on it. So grabbed those. This little guy came from a recent folk art auction. This is a Mexican beaded snail. They call this beaded art huachol. I probably butchered that word, but absolutely beautiful, colorful, beaded, and it's a snail. I've never seen a snail before. So this is, I'm pretty sure, the only snail currently listed, so I thought he was pretty special. And I listed him as a buy it now for $59.99. Alright, so you saw in the last churchyard sale, as soon as I got in the door, I saw like a ton of just perfume atomizers, and you know me, I'm sometimes picky, so like I was hemming and hawing a little bit as to like which ones I was gonna pick up, and then I just grabbed them all because I figured if they don't sell on eBay, I could maybe make like a little perfume atomizer section in the booth or something, because I have some like old vanity type things that I could put in as well. But as I was editing the video, and I don't know if any of you guys noticed or saw, I didn't get any comments about it, that's why I don't know if anyone else noticed, but I picked up a perfume atomizer, and they're just rolling is a little, I'll post like a little screenshot beside me here. It was a little Nora Fleming piece. And I know you should always pick those up, right? I didn't even see it. It was right in front of my face rolling around, and I didn't notice it until I was editing the video. Thankfully, it wasn't one that was worth like a lot of money. I think it was worth about $14, but even still, I was just like kicking myself. But anyway, these were the perfume atomizers I picked up. Some of them, you know, are just going to be more like, if someone's buying them, more for like a display purpose than actual use. So this one is a pretty heavy glass, etched glass, purple. It has this gorgeous rhinestone topper. Now this part right here is where there would have been a puff that you squeeze. So that's missing. You can probably buy those though to replace. And then the bottom was just like this smooth. Really pretty though. I put this up on auction, start price $19.99. I'll try to go through these fairly quickly. This one was a pink kind of cube hobnail glass. The bulb on this is kind of hard, and that happens with these old perfume atomizers over time. The bulbs in them just kind of decay, I guess, but I do think you can replace them. But even still, like I said, I think that they look beautiful displayed on like a vintage vanity. So this one here I have listed on auction, start price $12.99. There was this little one with the red bulb. Again, this bulb is hard, and this one has clovers on it. This one I have listed on auction, start price $12.99. I liked the style of this one. It is clear glass, but the sprayer bulb on that is so intricate. It's very, very delicate though. Again, this one is hardened from time, but also put it up on auction, start price $12.99. Then same way with this one, another clear glass, but it has kind of like a star shaped around it. And this bulb as well has become hardened over time. Start price on that auction, $12.99. This one was a little hand-painted white porcelain, and this one was by Iris, and it should, yeah, it still can be pumped down, so it would still be usable. This one here, auction, $12.99. And this one I think was one of my favorites. This blue and white porcelain one, and it has like a metal flower design on the top, and this one also can be pushed down and sprayed. No maker's mark on that. I have this one listed auction, $19.99. Then I have this green hobnail one with a flower top. Again, this one would need a little pump there, and that one is also by Iris. I have this one listed auction, $12.99. Most of these do have at least one or two watchers, so we'll see. It was one of those things that like I personally really like. At one point in time, I was collecting perfume atomizers, so I still have a couple in my own collection, but I just don't really collect them anymore, but I'm still drawn to them. This one is round. It has these like indented kind of design with a black bulb, and this should still, yeah, this one still is able to be sprayed, so the bulb is fine. This one, auction, $12.99. Then there was this one. This one is probably maybe even more of my favorite than that blue and white one. This one is a pink glass with this gorgeous pink flower top, and the glass is actually Austrian. It says made in Austria here on the little tag there. That's what the bottom looks like. And this one is able to be sprayed. So this one here I have listed auction $19.99. Then I think this is my last one. I don't have everything listed from these past sales. There's still some stuff in my car. I hate when that happens, but I'm gonna try and list some more stuff later on today. It's supposed to be really nice out, so I'm hoping I can open my windows, and sometimes just that fresh air can really help me get motivated. So we'll see how much I accomplish today. But this one is square again with like an etched design and like a little teal bulb, and again this bulb is hardened up. But auction for this one, start price $12.99. So I paid $2 a piece for each of those atomizers. So regardless, I think that was still a really great deal for them. You saw me pick up this little dancing, waving Santa Claus. He's actually like a plastic blow mold type of material. I think he would have originally been a floral pick, so he would have had like a stick that came out of him that you could put him in like a floral arrangement. He was 50 cents. I put him on auction, start price $9.99. Vintage Christmas stuff. People love vintage Christmas. I love vintage Christmas. So if he doesn't sell by Christmas time, he'll probably go in the booth. This was an auction winning, and I had never heard of this designer before. You guys know I'm just naturally drawn to anything weird and just things I've never seen before, and this fit the bill perfectly. This is actually a towel holder. They call this style Brutalist. It's got these little hooks here so you can hang it up, and then on this side is the actual place where you can put your towel. So these are like, I don't know, dancers or acrobats or, you know, just people in general. But this is signed by the designer, and you really have to look for it because it's just this very light etching into the brass here. And the maker of this name is HVQ Bird, B-Y-R-D. Their stuff, oh my gosh, very, very, very expensive. I paid, what did I pay for this? I'm trying to think. It was less than $20 for this thing because, you know, no one realized who it was made by because, you know, it's very hard to find the maker on that. And, you know, it's just not everyone's cup of tea. People were probably like, what the heck is that? You know what I mean? But I listed it, buy it now, $200. So I feel like I will be able to get that at some point. It's just waiting for the right buyer kind of thing. So that was a really good score. I picked this up at the church sale. This is a little cat planter. Would be cute for like a succulent or something. It's got like the arched back, kind of like it's scared. I just sold a pink version of this, but he was a little more in a standing position. This one's kind of crouched down a little further, but I did sell the pink one, so I figured I'd take a chance on this little yellow one. I paid $3, and I listed him on auction with a start price of $13.99. This came from a folk art auction. This is so amazing. This is by an artist. Her name is J.L. Monroe, or Janet Monroe. I have a couple pieces by her, and her stuff can sell really, really well. So definitely a really good like folk art style type of artist. So this is like a wooden hand painted hanging box. You could put mail in here, letters, that type of thing. But it has this gorgeous scene of two cats there on the front. I mean, it is completely hand painted the whole way around. You see there's a cat on that side as well as that side. So on the bottom it just shows where this was originally purchased, but this is her signature right here. I listed this as a buy it now for $149.99. So I think this will go eventually. It does have quite a few watchers. I also have another beaded Mexican piece. This one, oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. The amount of time it would have taken someone to hand bead this entire butterfly is just insane to me. It's absolutely gorgeous. This would be very pretty framed up in like a shadow box or something. Really pretty, colorful colors on that. And look at the back. Look at that. How much time would have went into this? It's just insane to me. I left the original price tag on. The original price on this was $85, wherever the person purchased it from, but I got it at an auction and I listed it as a buy it now for $59.99. And the last thing that I have for this haul is a little Mr. Toodles creamer. I picked this up at a thrift store. I think I paid $5 for him, and I listed him as a buy it now for $25.99. So he's so stinking cute. I've sold other Mr. Toodles pieces in the past. It was a shame they didn't have the sugar bowl there as well, but they did have the creamer, so I still picked him up for anyone who needs him as a replacement or anything like that. These two books I picked up at Goodwill so I can put them up in my bookcase. I went to a book sale with my friend the other week. I was gonna record there. It was at the library. There were so many people there. It was so packed. We could hardly move, so it was just impossible to record. We're going to be going to another book sale this weekend at a library, so we'll see if I can get any kind of recording done there. But I did pick up these two books at Goodwill, and these are two older Stephen King books. I've never read either of these. Obviously, I've watched the movies, but never like read the books. I do know that some older Stephen King books, especially if they are first editions, can sell really well. So I'll have to look these up and see if either of them are first editions. I don't know, but I want to read them first regardless. This one is Pet Sematary. It is hardcover. I paid $2.99 for that. So, okay, this is awesome. There's like a little, hold on, there's something else in here, a business card. Guess they were using this as a bookmark. But look at the original owner. They have these little, I guess they put them in all their books so they could write their name, and they even wrote, I guess, the year. Maybe the years, the dates that they read the book, maybe. I don't know, that's really cool. I love when people kind of personalize their books. I think it's so fun. I know that they make like little like book embossing things that you can like emboss like your name onto like the front page of your books. So, okay, so hold on. I'm just trying to see if like any of these are first editions. I'm just not sure. These are book club editions, which I don't think are so fantastic. But this one is The Shining, and I paid $2.99 for that one as well. And obviously belong to the same person because they have that same, whatchamacallit, on there. Max Fowler. Awesome. So they're going to go up into my bookcase until I read them, and then I will probably potentially list them if they're worth listing or pass along to someone. So that is pretty much everything for this haul. I hope you guys enjoyed. So you're starting to see church sales and yard sales and stuff like that. So really excited about having those types of videos. You guys know I love going to yard sales and stuff. So more of those videos obviously will be coming as the weather just progressively gets nicer and nicer, which I'm so excited about. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this one. Let me know down in the comments what you thought. If you don't feel like commenting, just give the video a thumbs up. That does really help, like, push my videos out for other people to kind of find me, type of thing. So it's really appreciated if you could just at least give it a thumbs up, and that way too, like, I know that you watched it and you liked it. If you want to be that person, you can give me a dislike too, that's fine. Whatever floats your boat, but it'll still help me in the long run as far as getting my videos out there. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time.